and salutations. My name is Tish and welcome to the Artist Haven. In this live stream, we are continuing our 30 journals in 30 days extravaganza. For lack of a better word. I don't know what else to call this. Sheer craziness, some people may say, but it's day 15. This is going to be, once we finish this journal, we'll be halfway through. We, as in me, myself, and I. But if you're working along and creating along, let me know. I want to know I'm not alone out here in this big old world. So today, tonight, tomorrow, whatever day it is, it's a day that ends in Y. We're going to be working on a junk journal to help keep us organized. And the reason why I say that is we're going to have note paper on one side and envelopes on the other. So our first order of business, other than getting our papers picked out for this shenanigans that we're going to be doing. So I got the note papers picked out. I realized how many envelopes I have, and I need to use some of these in projects. So we're going to be using all these colors, and we're going to do something fun with these too. We're also going to stamp on them too, just to make them a little more interesting, and take some inks and make them pretty. But our first order of business is I stitched around this, and for the first time ever in using the new sewing machine or even the old one, I bent a needle. Not broke it, bent it. And now it's making a funny tick-tick sound. And I think I might just have, in my haste, put it in not straight. So it's not doing it every time, so we'll see. Hopefully I didn't bend the shaft that holds the needle. Excuse me. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull the threads through like so. There we go. We're going to, I'm going to pull that one through and then this one through. There we go. And then we'll just glue these strings down. I just did black on black because this is, I think this is a scrap piece of the outdoor fabric that Stephanie gave me. She made pillows for her back porch on her at her store, which is the coolest store ever. But I'm not saying that just because she's my friend. She's my friend because I love that store, and I went in there with Clara the first time, and then it took me a few months to go back in there. But I wanted to support small business, you know. That's what we do here. So anyway, I was hanging out there one day and she's like, "Can you use these scraps?" I'm like, "Yep." And so she gave them to me because that's what I do. I take people's scraps and make them into something cool. Okay, so we're just gonna lay this down. I don't know why I glued the whole string. I should have just cut it off, but it's been one of those days where you just kind of go with the flow. I've got a pot roast downstairs waiting for me, and I'm excited for that. All right, now we're gonna let this dry while we do the rest of this stuff. I already measured it, and it's 5.5 by 11, so it's a nice big journal. Set that up there, throw that over there. Let's get, this is going to be our cover, so we're going to do a hinge tab cover this time. We're not going to do a wraparound. We'll get to that when we get to that. This is going to be our back piece for our flip-flop notebook. And then this is going to be the back piece for the whole thing. So let's bring out Fanny. Where did she go? Oh, yeah. I'm going to move some of my stuff. I was organizing today and last night, and wasn't doing much organization up here because it's upstairs and pull the muscle, and going up and down the stairs is not fun. But I needed to get up here. I was going stir crazy, and then I went and took a nap. because you know, when you hurt, naps are good. Even when you don't hurt, naps are good. So there we go. Let's put that in the right bin. It helps put things away in the right spot. So we need to do 5.5, but we want a 1/4 inch on each side. So 5 will get us there. And then by 11, and we want a 1/4 inch on each side for their boots. So let's go 10.5. Right? Yeah. So let's get that on the line. Yep. There we go. We'll save that piece for later. That's our cover. This is our back piece. Oh, we need to do the pocket. So 5.5. So we'll do 5.5, 5, and 4.5. But first, we're going to cut a chunk out here. We're going to go to 6. No. What's the biggest piece we got here? About 6. So yeah, let's do lucky number 7. Let's do 7.5. No, let's do 7. Lucky number 7. Okay, throw that in the bin. And so we did 5.5, 5, 4.5. Let's do 4.25. Just because I like to be different. There we go. And put Fanny back. Okay. Now, we need chomper bit back. All right, so what do we got here? We got New York, which we're gonna leave at its full length, I think. Nope, we can't. We're gonna have to cut it off right here. But first, let's see what Washington, D.C. Go. Major metropolitan areas. Let's do that, and then we'll get the decal and we'll cut that. And the decal is down here. So we'll do this at 4. There we go. Open this up. So open it up to Washington, D.C. and to New York. Okay, cool. There we go. You know what we're going to do a decal edge just a little bit on this edge, just to bring some visual interest and some difference on there. Okay, let's get Hubert H. Humphrey out, maybe. see, this goes here, so we want it here. Oy vey. You know, I use this glue every single day, and you'd think it would stay cleared out, but it doesn't. So I'm gonna put that right there. And put him right there. Okie dokie, let's do this. Sound effects are optional. They just make life more fun. Okay. That way we have a little tuck spot behind here. And actually we're going to take this, we're going to come up just a little bit, just to give it a little more strength. There we go. Okay. I think we should do, I just got glue. How do I get glue? I get glue everywhere. All right. So we're going to do this one next. And then this one. Then this one, then this one. Okay. So let's fold this the long way. And then, you know what we're going to do, because I don't want to cut that off. So, I'm going to fold it right here. And we'll fold it here, and then listen here, you. There we go. It's gonna be the pain of my existence. Okay. Okay, this one we're gonna glue stick. So where's my glue mat? There we go. I keep saying I'm gonna take this downstairs and clean it up, and I never do. Oh yeah. Okay, so no, we want it this way. Right? You know what? We cut it the wrong size because we need it. Nope, that's right. That is correct. Okay. Get our glue stick out. There we go. Okay. And polka dot paper. First, let's fold it the right way. There we go. Okay, so let's cut it here. So 3 dots in and 2 dots up. Okay. There's that. Get that glued down. All right, we're gonna cut this piece off. Okay, let's get this decal edge done. So they're both decal. I just think I like that word. I'm a little bit of a nerd, eh? Okay. Yep, that's good there. Let's put this there. Make it a little crooked. There we go. Glue it down. Let go. Okay, and put it right about there. Seems good. And hopefully, I think I might have put too much glue on here. So we're going to take a piece of parchment and put it down underneath there. That'll help it so it doesn't stick. There we go. Now this guy. Listen. This journal isn't for me particularly, but for anybody who needs organization or a place to like put things in. All right, so we're gonna cut this guy. Where's my pencil? Cut him right there, and then decal the edge a little bit. Now I get the hiccups. Pardon me. use these strips for collage fodder. Okay. There we go. This needs to stay close to the top. There we go. Now we got our notebook done. Oop, we got one more little detail to do. Where is, there he is. We'll go around and just hit these edges with some black once this is dry. I don't want to handle it too much until it's dry. All right, we've got, this is our cover. Here's our back. Let's move this guy. Maybe put him in a place where I'll remember to take him downstairs. I'm gonna get a drink of water and put Mr. Mr. D, kind of like Mr. T. Showing my age, sorry. Okay, I want to build this, so I'm going to need my scoreboard, because what we're going to do, we're done with this glue. Let's put a lid on this guy. It's going to be a minute before we use them again. Okay, that's our back. So what we're going to do, and just for my sanity's sake, I'm going to grab, I put all my ink daubers away. So let's get them out again. Well, they were rolling off the table and it was starting to drive me bananas. I know, show try. The bananas are delicious. And brown and black. Okay. So for my sanity, I am going to turn these out inside out. And some of them I'll hit with black and some of them will hit with brown. I put a new dauber pad on here, so we'll see how this does. We're just gonna go like that, and then we'll go put it up here, give it a 1/4 inch. There we go, and we'll just ink all around here. So that way, when we go to put it in, we'll put it on the second line, and it'll give us a little bit of space And then we're going to take this envelope and do the same thing, and then we're going to glue them together, and they're going to have two pockets that fold in on each other. That's the theory anyway. Actually, let's do 3/4 for this one, and then we'll put this one on the inside. Or it's a little bit wider. It's 3/4 on the board. Not 3/4 of an inch. Go. And then And what we're going to do is put this on here. I think. And then that should fold in there. You know what we're going to do? We're going to call an audible. We're going to make this a little bit shorter. So, right there. I'm going to put a little bit of glue in here. Okay. And then I'm going to go over to the sewing machine and I'm going to just zigzag stitch it. Okay? Okay. Excuse me. Making sure my chair doesn't fall out from underneath me like it did the other day. It's got rollerblade wheels on it, so they like to roam. All right, hopefully this will behave. I didn't back stitch on the bottom. Bad dish. It's all right. We'll do. I got an idea. We'll do a little piece of washi tape. Oop. I have this end a piece of washi tape. That we'll just do on the end there. First we're gonna, oops, probably helps take the cap off. Set that there, and we're gonna ink this again real quick. Okay. Pull these tight. Like so. And one half here. Whoop. It wiggled. Straighten it out a little bit. There we go. just going to fold down the little extra there and hit it with a little ink. There we go. Now, should be able to fold this in there. Yep, groovy. And I'm going to take, excuse me, where did my paper tape go? Oh, for Pete's sake, what'd you do with it? Tish, you'd lose your brain if it wasn't attached. I really don't see it. There it is. That's why I didn't see it, because it wasn't in the right spot. We're going to take a little bit of paper tape and put it over this adhesive, just so it doesn't stick to itself, because we're going to make this into a little tuck spot. Hey, come on. There we go. Okay, and then we put glue. Wait a moment. First off, we want a little notchy there. Just a little one. And then we want to ink this so it's consistent. My chef instructor when I was in culinary school always said, always be consistent. Don't be good, don't be bad, just be consistent. That way if you're consistently good, you know you got it. If you're consistently bad, you know where you need improvement. I thought that was very logical. And I'm not a logical person. I'm a very emotional person. I try to be logical. So, it made sense to me. There we go. Now we can put glue down. Sometimes I get ahead of the game. All right, you. There we go. Give it a little bit of a gap so it has some room to breathe. All right, groovy. Oops. I'm gonna leave this one kind of plain because it's already double decker. So put that there. Now we're gonna take this envelope and we're going to score it here, and then we're going to take our letter opener and I'm going to open it. Come on. This thing doesn't like me right now. Open it just a little bit to the corner. There we go. Then we're going to take our scissors. Actually, we could just tuck this down. Not quite. What we can do is tuck it in after we cut it. Now, I'm going to put a little dot of glue right here. Glue that down. And then we're just going to cut. Right like that. There we go. Okay. Okay. That envelope is ready. Now we have this one. What we're going to do is we're going to snip it right here. That. Like that. And then snip these. I'll try to. I think I had too much coffee today. Usually it doesn't give me the jitters, but if I have more than 2 cups, it does. Because it's like overload. There we go. Those can go in the bin. And then, oh, I put it up here. See what happens when I don't put things in the right spot. This one we're gonna pick up a little bit. I think my pad is getting a little on the dry side too. All right, now we're going to take this and give it a little notch right about there, and then put our hand in the envelope and just try our best. Oops, that's the black. I threw that like it was hot. It's like, no, no black, not yet, until I say so. There we go. Oh, ink never hurt anybody, right? And let's hit this with the rubbing alcohol. I tried to stay away from the adhesive. I don't think I got it. But we're going to use that on the back side anyway, so. And then we have this guy. And we're going to do the same thing where we just nip it right here. There we go. Put a little notch in it. And then we're going to get the black out for this one. There we go. Okay, let's get this in here while we're thinking about it. So we're just dabbing the edge. We're trying to. Just to help give it some definition from the back side. And this one we're going to fold. So I'm going to do this side. Edge and the edge, and this one I'm going to fold this way, and we're gonna, this is 4 1/4, so we're gonna do, or excuse me, 5 1/4, so we're gonna do 5 3/4. That doesn't feel very straight. Did I not do it straight? Oh, all right. There we go. Okay, so this one's going to go like towards the front because we're going to put a pocket. I'll probably put it this way. And then put a pocket on the front here and another pocket on the front here. That one's going to go towards the front. And then we got this guy. This is some nice linen paper. What we're going to do is we're going to deckle cut both of these on the edges. There we go. Like that. And then we'll take this one. We'll do it really shallow. Take it up to the edge of that. And this one. And we take off these little pieces of paper. Maybe. There we go. And then we gotta do this one too. And then this one we're gonna do at the edge as well, the edge of the envelope. There we go. And that one these little edges off. Actually, just that one. Sorry, I screwed that up. I screwed that up. I took the. Oh, okay, that's all right. Usually, I take one corner off. It's usually the one corner that I want to use to be a tuck spot, but I screwed it up. It's going to go in this way, so I would have taken this corner off, not this one. So what we're going to do instead is we're just going to glue it right here and make it kind of a pocket belly band thing. Okay? And actually what we can do, since we're done with that for right now, let's figure out where we're going to fold this first. So let's do here. Well, that wasn't even close to where it was scored. What is going on today? Okay, so that's going to be our side that gets tucked in under. This is where we are going to put our, oops, got a little sloppy there. It's all right. That's going to go underneath all the stuff anyways. It's not going to be really seen. Let's do this. And this. And then we're going to do a little strip of paper tape. Because I've got an idea. I don't sew much in these. I'm like, I need to sew more. And my sewing machine, I think it figured itself out. It was pouting. Before you say, inanimate objects can't pout. Yes, they can. They can have a vibe. They can have an energy. That's why you like some restaurants better than others. Because they have a good vibe. And they serve the same exact food. So we're going to do this just so we reinforce it. But I'm going to stitch it. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. Somehow. Let's go pencil. It would be really great if I had my other black pencil that I like better. Okay, so we'll do there, to there, and there. Okay. This will just help reinforce where we put the stitching. Make sure that it's hidden. Yep, perfect. All right. And we're just going to stitch right on here. All right, I'm going to get a drink of water first. I got a frog in my throat. Okay, now we have that one. We might put that in like this, just so we have some variation. There we go. So then we have this one to do. And what we're going to do with this one, can't make it any wider than 5. No, yes, no, 4.5. So we can go four and a half. Okay. That gives us a little more space for tucking in stuff. I can't see. The lights are too bright, so there we go. Let's get this stuff while we're at it too. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna round these corners because we can. Maybe. There we go. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, so what we're gonna do, oh geez, Tish. Put a notch in. Fold it down. We're going to glue it down, and then we're going to put staples in it just for decoration and to help keep it closed, because the paper's a little bit thin where we tore that, where we tore the excess paper off. And then we need to, excuse me, 1, 2, you know what, we're going to stamp this real quick. Yeah. We're going to stamp it. Since we're done with the envelopes, we can put the letter opener away. And we don't need this anymore. And what stamp do we want to put on here? You know what? I have the perfect stamp. because I'm me and I have to have dragonflies. So just going to do this fairly light if we can. I'm just gonna, okay, so there we go. Perfect. Then we're going to take this stamp and do him in black. If I remember correctly, it works better with this behind it. Excuse me. Well, that didn't stamp at all. Let's try that again. There we go. I guess we gotta give it resuscitation. I want to try the Tim Holtz stamping thingamabob like this and see if it works better, because I was given this. I wouldn't have bought this because I don't stamp enough to justify the expense. Yep, I like it. Works for me. Okay, let's put that off to the side, and then we can get what I'm thinking is I'm going to put the envelopes, the notebook and the envelopes in first on our card here. I'm going to do it this way. And I need some black ink on this. Take this out now. It should be dry. And I'm just going to get the edge of this so it's not white. Okay, hold the show. Oh, got a little bit of a tear there. It's all right. Take a little bit of black ink and cover that up. Make it look like it's supposed to be that way. Works for me. And that wasn't even my glue, that was some kind of glue that was already on here. There we go. Okay. That just helps differentiate. We're going to put it right here. Okay. Lord have mercy. I'm going to put the envelopes on first so I know how long the papers need to be to hold that particular envelope. Okay. There we go. So we got a tuck spot here and a pocket here. And let's see how we're gonna have these in here. Well, we never folded this guy. So let's put him first. There we go. It's a little thicker. Oh, we need to make him a little more narrow. Same with him. Actually, put him on. I think we're going to be okay if we, no matter how we do this. But I need to make him a little bit more narrow. So, excuse me. Mother of pearl. So, okay, that's why it's the 5. And 1, 2, 3. Okay, so here is where we need to fold him. And we're going to put him right here. Oh, much better. Okay. And then this guy. And then this guy. Okay. So we're going to take these off. And clip them together. And then we'll figure out the papers. These two, you know what, we're not going to have to do much figuring because all of these can just lay down. I think we'll decal edge this guy and cut him down a little bit. We'll cut off this edge. Because all of these, yep. Okay. This will be quick and easy. So grab the decal edge for these two. Really? Having one of those days. It's a good thing I don't work in a china shop. I've been dropping everything. Okay, so 1. And then this one gets cut 5, just under 5. Excuse me. So oops. There we go. Okay. So 1, 2. And this is our cover. This is our back side. So we're going to do we're going to do all of these and then all the envelopes. So this goes down here. So I'm leaving them long so I can have them come over the envelopes and then fold it as I need it, because I won't know until I get everything laid down where they're going to need to be folded. So this makes it a little bit of a challenge trying to get this on here, but there's one. Two. Okay, paper tape. go, I say. Okay. Wait. Oh crap. I did it on the wrong side. Oh well. We'll make it work. Yep, we'll make it work. Excuse me. And then again with a piece of paper tape. Okay, now it's time for the envelopes. We're still going to do them in the same order, just might have to because this is a tuck one, so we're going to have to flip it around. There we go. So things over here. This guy's about ready to break. So we do this over here, up there, like that. And this one is going to go here. Okay, take this tape off, put some extra glue on there too. go. Ta-da! You know what? We're gonna do a piece of paper tape here. Really? Stay where I put you, please. And then we'll put this down. And we'll put one piece of paper tape across all of this. Really? I don't know why the paper tape is being so obtuse today. But okay. And we bring in this guy. And this guy. Paper tape. Paper tape. It's been a minute since I've done the envelopes and I don't know. Let's do it right there. And then little piece. Like that. And then this guy. Let's see where we're at. We're gonna wait for that guy. All right. So well, this is kind of designed for a left-handed person, I guess. Okay, so there we go. All right, that's what I did wrong. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. We're going to get the glue mat out again. Okay, so we're going to take this tape And trying to figure out which would be the best way because this is sticky. And I want it to be a little bit, you know, I have an idea. Let's take this. So it goes on this side. Okay. And flip it over. Cut this last piece. And take the glue stick. Go. go. Now take our spatula here and just press it down in there. There we go. Now it's all nice and reinforced. And it's going to need to be cleaned. That's okay. Excuse me. That was the other thing I needed to do. Before I get too far. I'm going to ink the edge so it's not white. I'll take my glue eraser to that little bit of glue that's there. So I'm going to line this up. Get it kind of centered, and then I'm going to take the middle one and I'm going to pinch it down. Take a binder clip and just clip it into place. And then we'll see how it works. Cool. Then we'll take some art glitter glue. I'll just glue this down to right about here. We can use these little pieces for something else. Oops. There we go. Okay. I'm not going to put a closure on here because this is designed to sit on your desk and be used to store things, notes, receipts, whatever you need it to. There we go. And then I'm going to take this off. Closing that ribbon. And then we need our brown tape, which is over here. I think I know I put it by the washi tape. And we're going to put one strip across here and then one strip across here. This just helps make sure it's going to stick. And because it's used for shipping boxes, I don't feel the need to put extra adhesive down. There we go, and then we'll put one strip right here. Okay, so we have our cover. We need to take these strings and tuck them in here. Try some green tape maybe. Blue tape, green tape. There you are. One little piece here. Uh-oh. There we go. All right. There we go. One little piece here. To hold the strings out of the way because we're going to glue on the back and we'll be done. So we're going to get these strings and do the same thing. I think we'll be able to do one piece of tape for both of these. Fiddly bits, frustrating fiddly bits. There we go. Maybe. I don't want to glue those into the back of the book when we glue it all together. Okay, so you know what? I think I just put this on upside down. Son of a biscuit. You know what? It's okay. I didn't write top on it, and that's what screwed me up. No, 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 I did it right. I did it right. Okay, okay. I still didn't write top on it, and that screws me up 99.9% of the time. Okay. And I'll hit these marks with the, once the glue has set up, I'll hit it with the glue eraser and you'll never even know it was there. All right, let's tidy. Make sure everything has a cover on it. That's basically how I tidy up at the end of the day. And then in the morning I come in and, well, I haven't had coffee yet and I'm still half asleep. And it doesn't really matter that I'm cleaning. I actually do better cleaning when I'm just waking up because I'm like focused on it. I don't have 1,000 things going through my head. Well, I only have 986 things going through my head at the time. So, okay. These little bits can go in here. This will go in there. Don't need the paper tape anymore. We're not going to need our glitter glue anymore because we're not going to add pockets to it. We're not going to add anything else to it. We're going to leave that to whomever gets it, but I will, once it's set up, I will stick in some of the extra papers in some of the pockets. And that way they have something to make pockets with. Or if they want me to add the pockets, I already have it pre-made. So we need our back. And then this will go right here like this. There we go. Okay, so let's do it. Let's get our fabric tack. I'm gonna let that sit there for a minute. It kind of levels out and makes it easier to squeeze. I'm gonna get a drink of water while it does that. Oh, I'm gonna grab my clamps too. Be prepared. Oh, just bring the whole basket up here. Maybe. There we go. Okay. My other bottle is empty, so we're gonna have to make do with this one. So get as close to the edge as we can, about 1/4 inch. And then make our squares. Staying 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch from each line. There we go. And then we do about 1/4 inch from the seam, paying focus to where the fabric's at. If we can't do it on this swipe, we do it on the next one. And then we do back and forth. Sometimes this brings me back to piping royal icing. There we go, we should be good. I'll leave it on its side just in case, but there we go. All right, now so put one in the middle here. One on the end. There we go. Next side. One in the middle. One on the end. And then, where did my other silver clip go? I should have, that's only 7, I should have 3 more. Where are they? I think I was using them over here. Excuse me. You know what? We can use these little clips. These will work. I don't even have my binder clips. I don't know where they all went. They're hiding out somewhere. But these will work to hold it down. Just put 3 of them in a row. And then I like to take this one, kind of put it in the center here, and then grab the other one. So they're not supposed to be in the drawer, they're supposed to be on the table. And I don't do them too tight because I don't want them to make marks in the back. But then we let that sit for about 20 minutes to an hour or overnight. I'm going to leave it overnight. Put the tray away so it's not in our way. And so we got a very basic but beautiful way to organize our desk or our lives or whatever. So put this underneath there. There we go. It will bother me if I let it sit crooked. It's like, oh no, it's not level. All right, we are done for the day. It is time to go eat some food and enjoy the rest of our evening. You enjoy the rest of your day, your week, your year. Go out and create something awesome. And always remember, be kind to one another. Peace, love, and happiness. Total watch time, 1:57.